Give it a second here. Bear with me just a second. Got to make sure that I can see the chat and you guys can hear me, which I'm sure is the case. But hang on one second. We will verify. Get out. Get back in. Should be good to go. Yeah. All right. What's up, Matthew? Good morning to you. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend, everybody. Been a crazy week. We will go over it. Let's wait for a few more people to get in. Oh, man, my allergies are kicking my butt today. Hence the raspiness. What's up, Moses? Nice to have you here, sir. Good morning to you. Good morning to both of you. And everybody lurking. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We're going to have a good show for you guys today. Lots of great comments. And maybe some not so great comments. You'll have to wait and find out. Good morning, Susan. Good morning to you, NJS. All right, I think we got enough people to get started. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. I think I want the Miami Vice theme. Pretty sure that's what I want. Let's do it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just do whatever this is. Welcome, everybody, to the MLH Comment Show for the 14th of September. 2 days away from Bernie's birthday. Make sure you tell her happy birthday on her birthday. I, of course, am MLH. We're here to go over some wildness. Crazy Karen edition of the Comment Show. Hope you guys are doing well. Having a great weekend. I see you there, Keeper. What's up? Matthew says, MLH, did you see the crazy East Coast fools throwing down last night? I did not, Matthew. Send me a video. I mean, put a video in chat. Maybe we'll watch it later. Remind me later, Matthew, on that. Yes, I made it, Keeper. Dog is a fine meal. Keeper. Yeah, we might touch on some of that, man. I mean, it's crazy. It happens every election cycle, you know. People are so afraid of immigrants, man. I mean, let me just debunk that. Like I debunked the Aurora gang problem, Venezuelan gang problem. Nobody's eating cats and dogs in Springfield, Ohio. Gimmickless, what's up, man? Nice to have you here. I need coffee too. It's way early. I want to get this show on the road so you guys can get going and I can get going. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that immigrant story is total BS. It happens every election cycle. People get freaked out and have to blame everybody else but themselves, practically. Fraud, welcome. Nice to have you here. Good morning to you. Let's transition on over to the comments here. And let's just start. So I put a post out about doing a third part to the Aurora Venezuelan gang non-story, and Pippi commented. She said, "All MAGA political BS." You know, there's a difference. I've noticed this difference, and the Republican Party is in a quagmire, if you will, a conundrum, if you will. They see. Politics have changed for the worst, man. I mean, they've always been bad. I've always said I'm not neither Republican nor Democrat, but I have noticed something. The the far right MAGA Republicans have ruined the Republican Party. The Republican Party used to be all about fiscal conservatism and uh, their motto was something to follow, to really follow smaller government, things of that nature, even though they do the complete opposite. But now there's a far right, like, nutbag portion of that party that's ruining it for everybody else. Um, and that's why I believe there should be multiple parties, not just two, because we're always divided 50-50, and the people inside the Republican Party that are more, you know, a little left of the MAGA crowd is stuck in a conundrum because you have to vote for a Republican because you're a Republican and you got a whack job as your leader. So I mean, it's a shame to see, and I hate it. um no, Gimmickless. That video was not from Springfield, Ohio. It was not confirmed whether or not it was a Haitian person that did it. But people take a kernel of truth and they make it into every Haitian immigrant is an evil piece of shit, and it's just wrong. It's simply wrong. It's the same thing with the Venezuelan gang story that I debunked, Gimmickless. I went to that apartment complex. I talked to the people. I did the hard work on the ground to debunk that story, and the Springfield, Ohio story has been debunked 10 times over. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you these kernel of truths that people on either extremity take and run with is just crazy. It's just craziness. Unindoctrinated, good morning to you. Nice to have you here. Susan. Even for a early Saturday morning. All right, so Pippi, seeing what I see, says all MAGA political BS. I'm not 100% sure, but the MAGA crowd definitely throughout the year perpetuates stories about immigrants and sows hate and division that I just hate. I mean, I'm a product of immigration, illegal immigration. So, I have a personal stake in this, and I'm telling you, most immigrants that come here aren't here for nefarious purposes. In fact, I mentioned this last week, that, and I pulled up a Northwestern University study that went back 150 years. Immigrants actually have less of a crime rate, whether illegal or legal immigrants, than citizens, natural born or otherwise. So it's just a myth. It's just a myth. We don't have time for hate. We need to get past that. Keeper says, I miss Bernie. Of course you do, Keeper. Can we meet Bernie too? Yeah, you sure can. If you go to in October 23rd through the 26th, we'll be in Las Vegas. If you guys want to go, open invitation. Feel free to come on down. Take a quick flight wherever you're at. Unless you're on the East Coast, then it's a bit longer. But a lot of fun we're going to have, and I'd love to meet you guys out there. And yes, Keeper, you can meet Bernie. So get your passport ready, Keeper, and head out to Vegas October 23rd to the 26th. We'll be staying at the Venetian, so right in the middle of the strip. We're going to have tons of fun. Love to meet you guys. So, and gals. So, get on out. Will there be will there be a booth? What do you mean, like a kissing booth? Uh, I don't know. You have to find out what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, keeper. Susan, the lovely Susan Everett, who's in chat, says, MLH, I missed the live. I'll catch the replay later. I watched Natalie's live in order to be able to put my phone down. Yeah, I know how it is, Susan. You never have to worry about missing it. Thank you for watching the replay last week, though, Susan. That I always appreciate the replay crew, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. User says, I like your show. I just never catch a live because I'm retired and sleep all day, up all night. Well, that's the way to do it, user. So thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you in a future iteration of a live show, whether it's a Cop Watch, it's a Let's Talk, whatever it is. Thank you for commenting. And everybody should comment because I do these comment shows based on, you guys commenting. If nobody commented, I wouldn't have a comment show to do. Root beer, the breakfast of champions. All right, let's move on. Hey, Flea Factory, nice to have you here. Wendy, nice to have you here in as well. And KT Peta, welcome to you. Chris on the drums, welcome to you. And Darth Beaver, I only live an hour from Springfield, Ohio. Darth, well, you should go out there then, Darth, and catch the story and put it on your channel. I did the same thing in Aurora with the Venezuelan gangs. I'd love to hear the people there, how they feel about the situation, even though I've seen a few stories. Another boots on the ground would be great. Thank you all for being here, by the way. I really, really appreciate it. Witchy, welcome. Nice to have you here, and we still love you too. All right. Next comment from GG Fraud Hunter says, let the clown show begin. I think that's in reference to me, I guess. I don't know what that means, GG. Fraud Hunter. Okay. Clown show. Jerry Bushman says, Sinclair Media spreads fear-mongering. Jerry Bushman, I'm very well aware of Sinclair Media. They do spread propaganda and fear-mongering. You're 100% correct on that. One day I may do a story on that, but people have already debunked or confirmed the BS coming out of Sinclair. There was a video that somebody did. I can't remember who did it, but each and every Sinclair Media outlet had the same script that they did, and they put everybody on the screen, and it was ridiculous. You could see the propaganda, first hand. Darth Beaver got to rent a car. Well, yeah. Oh my God, you got the Rona, Flea Factory. Haven't been conscious for a couple days. Yeah, that stuff will knock you down, Flea. Hope you're doing much better. Do you know the difference between settlers and immigrants? Gimmickless said. Gimmickless, why would you ask me that question, man? Why would you ask me that question? What do you think, Gimmickless? Oh, that sucks, Witchy. Sucks that you got sick with that Rona shit too. Ugh. I agree, Witchy. We're all foreigners. Let's see. Yeah, Darth, thank you. If you would do that, that'd be great. I would definitely feature you on the channel and everything, and follow up with you. Maybe do an interview. See what you find down there. It's been debunked. Spoiler alert. It's been debunked, but it would be nice to hear from the residents there and what they think. You know what I mean? Keeper says, MLH from the Midas Touch Network, which I'll touch on that, Keeper. Ben Mysalis reports on how the Donald Trump and MAGA claims about Aurora are false and part of another MAGA operation to deceive the American people. Midas Touch in itself is a propaganda outlet, Keeper. You have to be careful what you believe on that station. I'm well aware of the Midas Touch network, and they do some good work, but a lot of it is leftist propaganda. I hate either side propaganda, but I'm aware of that story, and I have to verify some things before I talk about that. But there is some credence to that, I will say, Keeper. So I'm aware of it. Let's see. KT Peta says I'm a slacker. Replay team. Thank you, KT, for watching last week's show and giving me the emojis. Replay team. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Cop action in Aurora. We're gonna have to talk about that video in this video. I do have a follow-up. I don't know if you guys saw my community post, but I was assaulted by the owner of Province Car Wash and Dog Wash, apparently. I think that's kind of weird to have a dog wash and a car wash at the same place. But whatever floats people's boat. But that guy's unhinged. And, well, let me read these comments and then I'll give you guys the update. Hawkfan says, dang, I really wish and I caught this live. Appreciate everything you do, sir. Better luck next time, though. We played that terrible, but we finish. Had to rub it in. Oh, yeah. Hawkfan is a Seahawk fan, and for some reason the Seahawks have the Broncos number. Okay, Hawkfan. Thanks for that, but thanks for watching as well. Ashcan, welcome. Nice to have you here. Yeah, Shamed Canadian in the house. Cajun Randy's here too. Welcome. Hit that like button, everybody. Does help. Gets more people in here. A lot of people have already hit it. Thank you. All right. Gimmickless, who's in chat as well, says, caught slipping with that computer open. Yes, I catch that quite often, Gimmickless, and it's given us quite a bit of information. If I zoom in, you guys can see it. I can't because just the way that it looks, I can't see it, but you guys can like slow things down, pause things, and catch information that I can't even catch. So that's why I zoom in on those computers. Keeper says, who's also in the chat, the stop sign was put down by the city. You were on the right side. 100%, Keeper. I've been thinking about that quite a bit. Let me get through all these comments, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on what happened, and I'll give you all an update. You know, we'll tease it out a little bit. Unindoctrinated, thank you for being in here. I don't know if I welcomed you in, and thanks for putting my membership link in. If you guys are interested in memberships, the link is there. It does help quite a bit. You know, the people that gift memberships, a lot of times they don't renew. But if you have a gifted membership, please consider renewing it. It's a tremendous help. Since I started memberships, my contributions in Cash App and all that have went down, understandably so. So just please consider joining. It's less than a cup of coffee. All right, that's enough of that. Let's continue on. Funky Cold Medina, Chicka Chicka Bow. I don't know what that's in reference to, Keeper, but I know the song. Spunking on Medina. Oh, boy. All right, let's continue. Fab Daddy says, ooh, it's a video I haven't seen from MLH. Fab feels fab, FFF. Thanks, Fab Daddy, for watching. It was a good video. You guys should check it out. Cop action in Aurora. Turned out to be something way more than what it should have been, but we'll discuss it in a minute. Nameless says, not a comment on this video, but I have to call attention to the Haiti immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, MLH. They're eating people's pets. All right, Nameless. That's been debunked. I saw that, Ashcan. You had to start a new channel. I wonder why. Maybe you can tell me in the chat, Ash. Let's continue. They're eating people's pets. They are eating ducks from the park, leaving heads and entrails and leaving the results of their kills at elementary schools. They're stealing livestock and cleaning roadkill on site. I'm not opposed to the roadkill, but pets, livestock, and park birds are just beyond. Please think and comment. Help. Okay, Nameless, that story's been debunked. I've explained it. It would be awful if it was true, no doubt, but it's simply not true. Um, it's a bullshit story that was passed around by some far right people, and it made it all the way up to J.D. Vance and Trump, and they ran with it. And it's just simply not true. There was one video that Gimmickless pointed out earlier with a black woman, I believe, that showed her eating a cat, which was awful. But that person had some mental issues for sure. It was not confirmed whether or not that person was a Haitian person at all. So it's just a narrative that's like I said, people take a kernel of truth and they run with it, and it's pretty dangerous. So make sure you do a little bit of research. And I'm not saying that to be mean or anything, Nameless. I'm saying it with sincerity. Like you have to, if something sounds ridiculous, most likely it's ridiculous, Nameless, and that's really ridiculous. And they're not doing that. There's 20,000 immigrants that live in Springfield, Ohio, Haitian immigrants, and it's awful to think that every single one of those people is, eating pets and stuff like that. It's just not happening. The irony of telling everyone else what to think, I know. Let's see. Last I saw you, okay, talking about Ash. Uh, Keeper, go to the corner with Bernie right now. LOL, just kidding. KT Peta said, oh, he would love that. Okay. Wow, you'll be 70, Susan? I thought you were like 50. It's all good in the hood, though. Thank you for being here. Nameless continues. Tremendous respect for not escalating and taking the high road by moving to another place. That's a public sidewalk. One more from Nameless. It's a public sidewalk, an easement, assault. Oh my gosh, MLH assaulted. I'm gobsmacked. As a woman, I am terrified. He would have sent me to the hospital, and I'm exposing myself because this is unacceptable, and the police witnessed an assault. I'll have an update for you, Nameless, so keep listening. Constitutional anarchist on my post about the follow-up said, good for you. Thank you, constitutional anarchist. We'll talk about it in a minute. Twyla gave the thumbs up. I know Twyla was really concerned, and you had every reason to be concerned, but I am okay. I'll talk about it. Lori said, stay safe, my friend. You are a treasure. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. I don't know about treasure, but, I guess I can be a treasure. Matthew the King says, right on. Thanks for the update. Keeper says, don't get hurt. It was kind of dicey there, Keeper. Well, I'll talk about it. Be safe, Harry Nuts, my good friend says. Keeper says, are you starting a fight at Bernie's work? No. So this is in regards to the Karen video I posted, what was it, yesterday? You guys got to check it out, man. This lady had been going off on this KFC worker for probably 5 minutes before I decided to pick up the camera and record her, and I got upset because she was just saying stupid things like, berating this guy's job and the money that he was making, and just using all kinds of profanity. Cece, welcome. It really bothers me that our candidates tell half-truths and forward rumors they don't check out. Diminishes hope for the future. 100%, Cece. We'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it. Leslie Sylvan, welcome. Nice to have you here. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I think certain politicians are saying crazier and crazier stuff to see where the limit is. Apparently there isn't one, Flea Factory. 100%. America was built on the backs of the slaves that were brought in. People hate it when you mention that, Keeper. Be careful. Conspiracy said, welcome, Conspiracy. By the way, Conspiracy, we need to get together. I think I already did a members only this month, but I really want to get with you to talk about some music stuff. They're not eating pets, they're eating the wild geese and ponds and eating them, or at most, it's hunting without a license. They're not even doing that, Conspiracy. The city manager said there's no evidence of that whatsoever. But you're right. If that was happening, at worst, it would be um, uh, hunting without a license. Which, why do you need a license to hunt? I mean, seriously. I'm moving in less than a month. Let me get out to I. Yeah, no worries, Conspiracy. I know you're a busy man. Not a problem. Okay, let's continue on. Keeper says, "Get her plates now." I could have. I could have walked out of there and got her plates, got her information, and embarrassed her. But I mean, Keeper, she's already miserable. We'll talk about that too, I guess. FR says that's why I left fast food. People are so awful to the workers. Would not believe how many things I've had thrown at me. Yeah, that's terrible. It's terrible. Ginger says no one should be treated that way. I'm sorry you had to go through that because it's truly indecent to treat people this way. 100%, Ginger. Gimmickless says no one cares. Seems someone is projecting. That was what the lady was screaming about. If you want to see a Karen in the wild, make sure you check out that video. It's pretty wild for sure. Laptop's been down for months. Van life for me now, and the Hobbit mobile to see the nation and shake some hands at age 75. Congratulations, Leslie. If you ever get into Denver, before you get here, email me, MexicanLonghair@gmail.com. I'd love to shake your hand. Um, Y'all just don't want me to put the phone down. I'm blaming all of you. 100%, Susan. Blame them. I would. Please says same people that shoot ducks out of the sky are pointing the finger at immigrants for eating ducks. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Chris, I don't know if I said hi to you, buddy, but welcome. Hunting license equals just another tax on citizens. 100%, Chris. Now, I think if you're, fishing license, that's so stupid, KT. I think you should be able to fish no matter what. Now, I don't think you should be able to, keep more than what you can eat for fish. I don't know what that number is, but I don't want to put a number on it. But that's a whole different topic. Kip, welcome. With all the mass shootings happening, Americans worried about immigrants. I know, Kip, it's so funny. The immigrants aren't the ones doing that. It's so weird. Let's see. Condensed reality. This is Conspiracy, my new project channel. I could use help if y'all like documentaries. Somebody put Condensed Reality's link in the chat. Let's get that channel a few more subs. I'll help any way I can. Conspiracy for sure. I need a license to ill. KT. How funny. Okay, let's continue on. Michelle says this is awful. It is awful, and I called her out. It was wrong. Gimmickless says, and that's why I never got a job working fast food or any job having to do with a lot of interaction with people. Yeah, Gimmickless. I mean, people can be pretty awful. User says, if no care, get out. Nobody cares what she says. People suck. That worker didn't deserve it. I talked to him afterwards, and I told him next time just go to the back, dude. I mean, she was just out of control, way out of control. King Bluto says that lady was completely and totally insane, 100%. Gear Malugan, I don't know how to pronounce that. MLH is mad at that girl, and MLH ate their chicken nuggets. Yeah, no, I did not do that, but that would have been funny. Like, while she was doing that, I steal her food, Levi's mom, Carol, says no one cares what she has to say. I agree, Carol. No one cares. And that's why I got my camera. I wanted to show that. Save the chicken, L. Ron Liar says. Yes, save the chicken. Mike Nichols says, I also feel bad for the dead chickens she's fixing to eat. You know, I I I agree. I'm a hypocrite though, Mike Nichols. I know, like, vegetarian. I've thought about going vegetarian for the longest because every time I eat something, like whether it be beef, pork, chicken, even fish, it's another living creature that you're delving into. But it's a moral conundrum. There's no real moral reason to eat meat, but there is sustainability and the human condition and nutrients that you do need from that meat. So I am I'm with you, Mike, but I'm a big hypocrite. I eat all forms of meat. Can't get enough of it. I'm a human being. That's all I gotta say. There's nothing right with it, but it is what it is, and I do love chicken. So, chicken is my favorite, I think. Um, so much misinformation on TV. It's hard to keep it straight at times. 100% condensed. It really is. Chris, who's in chat, says, when did KFC change its name to Karen Fried Chicken? And Conspiracy says, good one. Yes, it that is a good one, Chris. KT Peta says, over her head right now. Yeah, she was crazy. Pinche Becky says it's absolutely not acceptable. I agree. And then Google user says, can someone tell me how to send a dono on here? I want to support MLH. Google user 5749 says. And Chris, thank you very much for your explanation. He says if you go to MLH's main page and click the more next to where it reads civil rights activism, Scientology protest audits, homeless outreach, it will show you all the ways you can donate. There should also be links button here that expands all of his donation options as well. Couldn't have said it better, Chris. Thank you so much for having my back. And Google user says thanks. You're welcome. I'll say that on behalf of you, Chris. So thank you, Google user, in advance for anything that you do. That's great. Let's see. Protein helps the body recover after a power workout. Yes, Keeper, but there are ways you can get protein from plants and veggies and other stuff. Beans is a big one. Stuff like that. Karen Fried Chicken comment cracked me up. It did. It was good. You are what you eat. Oh, how dare you, Keeper. KT says, MLH, the chicken bucket over her head like a police light is what I was oh, I got you. There you go, KT. I get it now. The bucket. That's what that was. I wish somebody would have put a bucket over her head. That would have been nice. Harry Nutt says, you should get free food for having to go through this. Love the Karen chant. Yeah, I know. Karen, get out of here, Karen. Like, that's what she was, man. Just a big Karen. Oh my gosh, can you imagine what life is like at her house? Probably miserable, Tinkercat. Thank you for the comment. A lot of comments on this one, man. I didn't expect so many comments on the Karen in the Wild. I just never seen one that adamant before, Juan 23 says, Karen, what still takes the food? What a shame in her. She should feel embarrassed. 100%, Juan. I'm sure if she saw this video, she would feel embarrassed. Potatoes make vodka. Just saying. Yes, they do. Eat bugs, Gimmickless says. We're heading that way, Gimmickless. I don't want to. I don't even want to do that. I don't like killing bugs either, Gimmickless, but, Sorry, but if I see... Hold on, Chris, I'll get your comment. If I see a Texas brisket, I'm biting the shit. I agree, Chris. I'm the same way. Have to conserve generator power in the Hobbit mobile. Much respect, MLH. Thank you, Leslie, for being here, and we'll see you soon. Unindoctor says, hubby is dragging me to Lowe's. Have a great day. Enjoy your time at Lowe's, Unindoctrinated. Hopefully you get plenty of home upgrade materials. LMAO, Karen needs a wheel spin keychain. Yes. KT for sure. Most Karens have no shame, Gimmickless says. Yes. KFC, famous for the Karen freak out content. There you go. Dehydrated crickets, tons of protein. Yeah, Keeper. I just, I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie. What was it, Snowpiercer, where they were eating bugs, back in the back of the train. It's a future that we might have to try to consume bugs. Might be the only thing that's left after a while. Bill Wright says, "Where's the parrot emoji?" Yeah, I don't have enough members to do any more emojis, Bill Wright. Let's see. Hold on. Somebody's calling me. Hold on. I'm on a live, dude. All right. There we go. I sent. Okay. Let's continue. Ginger, my good friend Ginger. The stress that she imposed on all the people in that place is criminal. She is a horrible human being who got to take that stress home with her. As miserable as she made everyone else for a brief time, can you just imagine how miserable she is in her own body? I couldn't agree with you more. People like that I think about quite often, and I think about their life and how I actually have pity. It pisses me off when they treat other people the way that they do, but you're right. I mean, they got to be completely miserable to act that way. Noel corrected me. You're right. It's commendation, not accommodation. I don't know why I do that sometimes, Noel, but it is. It's a commendation. I'll talk about it in a minute. Pudentane says, "Hey, MLH, thanks for standing up for what was right. A few years back, something like that happened right in front of me at McD's. Some Karen was giving the employee hell, so I jumped in and gave Karen a lot more hell than she expected. The entire restaurant was watching and cheered when she marched out the door in shame. Good job." Yeah, it always ends up the same way, Pudentane. They never look good, and the workers. I feel so bad for the workers because they're making not great money for doing a job that's really difficult, and people look down on fast food workers all the time, and it's uncalled for, and I can't stand it. These people are making our food, they're presenting it to us, they usually have a smile, and if they don't, you call them on it, but they usually are very accommodating and lovely people if you get a chance to just talk to them. And there's no need for it. Matt Wolford says, "Karen in the wild, as if the workers have anything to do with corporate outcomes." 100%. Kentucky Fried Karen. Yeah, I know. Kentucky Freak Out Karen. Alan B says, "Bad day now. I will like to have KFC now, making me hungry. All for the love of chicken." Right. It's just chicken, y'all. I mean, calm down. Matt Wolford continues, "Not enough salt on her French fries." Yeah, just super bad. She was complaining about she didn't get ketchup in her order. Which, who the fuck orders chicken and wants ketchup? I guess if there were fries. I don't know. They do have like potato wedges or fries now, I guess. I don't know. The guy that Karen was berating, was he the manager? No, he wasn't the manager. He was a regular employee. And he handled himself okay for a while. He did get upset after being berated for like 5 minutes straight while he was taking an order from someone else. So that's the story on that. He was taking an order from another couple of people, and the lady comes in from the drive-thru, and she's upset that she didn't have any ketchup in her order, and one piece of her chicken wasn't up to her standards, so she blew a gasket, and it was just uncalled for. And she started berating the guy for his pay, and that's when I had to get my camera and stuff, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I mean, come on. Let's see, what did I miss? Listening on TV, so I'm putting this phone down. Yes, Susan. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Even on a TV. How do I sound on a TV, by the way? Does it sound okay, Susan? What is this comment, KT? Heads, chicken heads be bitching. I know. All right. Best Coast Life says, I'm so glad you said something. I hate bullies. Yeah, that's what she was doing. She was bullying the employee, and it was just not right. Best Coast continues, the worker should have called the police and had her removed. I don't ever recommend that, Best Coast. That's a lot of people said, why didn't you just call the police? Why did you have to take a video? I don't call the police because I didn't want her end up arrested or dead. All right, as awful as she is, I didn't want her to have the opportunity to get beat up or worse. And it could have definitely happened. Hold on, I got to take a drink. I got the hiccups. All right, let's see if that helps. Best Coast continues. The worker should have called the police. So unfair. Uh, what some people have to put up with. I agree. I just don't agree with the calling the police part. Best Coast. Nobody's life was in danger. That's the only reason I would ever call the police. Period. If somebody's life is in danger, that's it. Um, Bibianu says it's so sad to see these Karens hate their life so much that they have to go and try to make other people's life miserable. First off, if the employee messed up the order, just ask them nicely to fix it or get your money back. This lady made a fool of herself over some chicken. Employees nowadays don't get paid enough to put their life at risk over some food. I hope that employee gets a raise. He took action by letting her know to leave and not to bother other customers. So, I agree, Bibianu. Thank you for your thoughtful comment. Keeper says summons. Oh, that's the update thing. You're way more restrained than I am. 100%, Keeper. You have to be. Chris, who's in chat, says awesome. He was completely out of line. This is in regards to the car wash owner for putting his hands on you. And F that cop that refused to arrest him. He has officer discretion and could have arrested him on the spot and left it up to the DA to determine whether there was enough evidence to prosecute or not. All it would have taken is you showing the DA your video, and he would have had a solid case. It's plain and simple. The cop didn't want to do anything because he had beef with you. I think that's true because I've run into him before, Chris. I don't know if it's worthy of him losing his job, but he definitely needs something on his record and some sort of discipline, maybe a week without pay for his negligence or incompetence. I couldn't agree with you more. And I'll give you guys the update after this. I already posted it, but for those who didn't see my community post, I'll update you. Glad you're okay, Lori says. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Ka says, glad you're doing better. This should obviously not have happened. Thanks for the updates. Thanks for filing. The Mr. Foundational 2 minutes ago said, bro, just call the cops on the Karen. No, I will not call the cops for anything other than a life-threatening situation because these things tend to cost people their lives or get beat up or anything like that. I just won't do it. I did what I needed to do. Let's go through the held for review. Let's see if we got any held for review comments. There's some hidden ones here. Let's show them. Sue Irwin says, bitch, karma gonna get ya. Yeah, 100%. Let's go back to the published. Okay, there's nothing there. No held for reviews. Let's see if I got any mentions. I'm sure I did. King Bluto, 1 day ago, gave me a mention. Thank you, King Bluto. 5 days ago, Windy City tagged me in a video. Scientology tries to stop free speech with CPD and failed to violate my rights. Scientology Dianetics. Yes. I believe I saw that video, Wendy. I meant to give you a call. Check out that video from Windy City. It's the police are just ridiculous in that video. Alo mentioned me in a post. What's a great time? This is a great time every freaking Sunday. Thank you very much. This is in regards to Bernie's Hot Tub Time Machine Sexy Lyrics show every Sunday. Shameless plug. Make sure you check it out. Thank you, Alo. I really appreciate that. And Friends in Code gave us a shout on the SWAT and Aurora Take 1 Million video. And Johnny Bravo mentioned me in a video with the National Guard 1A video that we did. It was a boring video, but I'm glad we passed. And King Bluto mentioned me again on the Venezuelan gang thing. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate that. Okay, let's transition back over here. Let me tell you the follow-up. Okay, so if you guys saw the video, I was assaulted by the car wash owner. Chip Shaw is his name. And he's a frail old man, which is part of the reason why I didn't hit him. If I would have hit him, I would have went to jail, and the owner wouldn't have, even though I would have been in the right to defend myself. And it's he became part of the story, and I wasn't there for him. I was there because there was a shooting, and I was reporting. So long story short, he hits my hand, and my phone goes flying, and all because he was upset that I was on his property for a very short amount of time, which, by the way, he's just a tenant there. He doesn't own the land. Only the property managers can trespass me, so therefore the cops didn't want to trespass. They didn't know what to do with me, to be honest with you. The owner of the car wash had every right to tell me to get off of his part of the property, which I did. I crossed. And there was a dispute over his property lines, which I swear to you, when I saw the plans for the place, it looked like half of the median that I was on, which, by the way, Keeper made a good point. There's a stop sign there that the city put up. So, it definitely, yeah, you got to check out that Karen video, Flea. It's pretty amazing. It's not that long. Check it out. It's amazing. I'm trying to get caught up on chat. Jesus. Yeah, it's not hard to find, Flea. You'll get it. Hot Tub Time Machine is the bomb diggity. Napkin art is the best. People love that napkin art, Chris. Bernie's an artiste. Chris continues. They would have probably charged you with elder abuse, which might be a hate crime in Aurora. I don't know how the laws view it. Yes, it would have been a hate crime, and it would have been ridiculous for defending myself. That guy was crazy. And also, I don't know if you guys caught it, but in that same video, he called me, I'm going to say this word. It's the first time I've ever said it on the channel. Please don't be offended. But, this is a trigger warning for anybody out there. He did call me a faggot, so there was some homophobia in there. He flipped me off, which I gave him some choice words too. And, which is my First Amendment right to do it. And he has a First Amendment right to flip me off. That's protected under the First Amendment. But he doesn't have a right to put his hands on me. And he also doesn't have a right to threaten me by having his driver, quote, run this guy over, is what his exact words were. So I took all of that information, and I went to the police station and filed a formal report. And they here's the update. They issued him a harassment summons. So he is going to have to go to court. Now, he can fight it, obviously. And if he does, I'll be a witness. They'll subpoena me, and I will be there, and we'll take care of things that way, and we'll see what a jury says. If I was him, I would just, plea it out. I'm sure the district attorney will give him a sweetheart deal, like 2 hours of community service that he could do at his own car wash or something. But at the very least, he'll have that on his record. I mean, he's a loose cannon anyways. He was been on the news before, and I saw this news report about his car wash getting vandalized. Cost him, according to him, anywhere between 20 and 70 grand to fix the things that the robbers tried to get. But the funny thing about it is he's on camera saying that his first thought was to get a shotgun and shoot somebody over some fucking change. Anybody that's that unhinged that wants to shoot somebody for some change is unhinged and doesn't deserve anything. So I will be pressing forward if I get subpoenaed on that, and we'll take care of it that way. And I'm also contemplating doing a civil lawsuit against him, which I will represent myself on, but in small claims, because he did crack my um phone. The screensaver, which I mean, that's $10. Who cares? He kind of messed up my selfie stick, and one of the lenses on my phone got a chip on it. So that's gonna be. I mean, it is affecting the video a little bit. It's a little more blurry than normal. It's nothing to Um, I don't think it's a major repair, but I mean, you never know with these things. iPhones are expensive things, so it is what it is. Tanya, welcome, Fairy. Nice to have you in here. Hey, Tanya, did you get your a gift in the mail from Hot Tub Time Machine? Please tell me you did. It should be there. um, let's see, Nunya, welcome. Nice to have you in chat as well. Appreciate that. HCO, is HCO here? I think HCO is here. Maybe. If not, he's here in spirit with Nunya. All right. So that's the skinny of it. I did report it, and I will be following through like I always do with that because it affected me personally. It was a little traumatizing. I got a sprain. So basically, what happened is he hit the selfie stick, and the phone went flying. Actually, hit my hand and the selfie stick, and it kind of jerked my wrist back. The phone went flying. Um, and I didn't go to the doctor or anything. I mean, it wasn't something that I'm going to go to the emergency room and all that. But my thumb was sore afterwards, and the next day was a little bit better. But I got full function. I'm good to go. No issues. Um, let's see, Pup Groomer, welcome. Nice to have you here. Appreciate you. Um, Goes to show you that Samsung is a little more rugged than actually, Chris. This phone, you would be surprised, has been through a lot. It's sturdy, man. It's been through the ringer. I've had this phone for years. It's good stuff. I love the iPhone. I really do. He's in the bedroom snoring really loud. He was up really late. We were up pretty late too. All right. So that's the update on the car wash owner. So hope that clears things up for everybody. Um, I hate to be put in those positions. That guy inserted himself into the story, and now he's got a summons for harassment, and that he's gonna have to answer for. So, special thanks to KDOT for backing me up. I do have video of me reporting this, but I'm not publishing it at this time because I want to see where all the dust settles. So that gets you guys up to date. Becky just woke up. I will be on replay crew. Hey, it's all good, Becky. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Tanya, did you get your gift? Let me know in the chat. I am curious. Nunya MLH could use it as a soundbite. All right. Record that shit, Nunya. I'll play it on Hot Tub Time Machine. Make sure you guys check out Hot Tub Time Machine. Yes, win for KDOT. KDOT's a national treasure. Is my bro, my Brody. Let's see. Yes, yesterday. Yes, you got it. Cool. You got one of the coolest gifts, Tanya. One of the coolest. I emailed you the link. Oh, okay. Let me check it out right now. Let's check this out to end the show here. Apparently, there was some shenanigans that went on. Is there a timestamp, Matthew? Hold on. Let's transition on over here. Let me hit the mute button and let's see, how big is this video? 2 minutes. We can watch this. We can watch most of this. Ooh. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. They're duking it out. What are they fighting over, Matthew? Do you know? Is this Eli? Oh. Wow. What's going on here, Matthew? Do you know? That dude definitely has some type of wrestling background. The guy in the green shirt. This is crazy. Wow, Alo capturing this. What's going on here? I really don't know. Let's listen to some sound here. Wow, I don't know what the beef is here. Yeah, this is old school scrapping.
Yo, get off. Get off. Yo, I got you, bro.
That's Eli. And Eli's beating the shit out of this dude. I don't even. Easy is his name, I guess.
Yo, give me. Yo, give me, bro. Yo, let me get that. Let me get that, dogs. Let me get that, dogs. Come on, man.
Now he's choking him out.
Hey, yo, it's about me. Yo, give me that, dogs. Drop it.
Oh, tides are turned. Oh, the tides are turning.
Yo. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a link to Alo's channel here. Hold on, let's get to Alo's. Hold on, y'all. So that way you can see this. I'm doing commentary. I don't think I can get struck, but I want to make sure. But I want to give Alo the credit that he deserves. Let me get to my channel now and get in. We'll have a little bit of an inception here for just a second, so bear with me. I'm gonna. No, I don't want to join my own channel. All right. Let's there we go. Let's paste this. This is the link here to Alo's channel. I know he won't strike me, but you know, I like to give people credit where credit is due, and you know. But there's the link. Make sure you check out Alo's channel. That was crazy. But the tides were turned. Let me watch the rest of this. Hold on. Let's oh, where was it? Did I? Oh man. Let's there we go. Hold on.
At it. Yo, drop
right.
it. Can't do nothing.
Here we go. Oh wow.
Can't do nothing.
Tides are turned here. They're, you know, this is what happens though when people get into street fights. Anything past like a minute, you start to tire yourself out because you're not a trained fighter, right? So these guys are definitely tired. They're definitely tired.
I ain't do nothing when he was on top of him.
Right. Yeah, right. You right.
I ain't do nothing. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, at first it was Eli on top, and then Easy got the upper hand. Matthew, do you have any context to this at all? What happened here? Yeah, if you pulled a weapon while on the ground, you were losing for sure. Big Chief, nice to have you in here, bud. All right, let's go back. Yeah, I know Alo won't. But make sure you sub up to Alo, man. That's a great little video. That's Eli, the People's Guy, and Easy going at it. I don't know what the beef was, but that was a nice little video there. Every once in a while, I like watching a good scrap. I mean, that was kind of old school scrapping, right? Like KT said. And it's okay to scrap every once in a while and not get the police involved. You know, if you got a beef and you have the wherewithal to defend yourself, or I don't know what was going on. I don't even know what the beef was, but I think that's nearly the whole story. Easy was mad that Eli didn't let him on panel. That was the beef? Wow. Oh, man. Good grief. People will fight over anything. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up, y'all. I want to thank you guys all. I had a really rough week. But, we got through it. We're here to the weekend. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Feel free to contact me, MexicanLonghair@gmail.com, if you guys got anything that you want to talk with me personally. That'd be great. Also, if you're struggling with your mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is MexicanLonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen. Sometimes that helps. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought because it could save your life. There's also a national hotline, or a North American hotline, actually. That's 3 digits. It's 988. Dial that number and you'll get connected to somebody immediately. If you don't want to talk to somebody, you can text that number. And if you're not in North America, type in mental health help in your browser of choice. There'll be a plethora of options there to choose from. Choose one of them, and you will get connected to somebody that can help you out. Just talk to somebody, right? Don't be a Karen. Don't get into a scrap. Don't call the police. Just get help that you need, okay? All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Have a great... Oh, no show tonight, Chris. It's Bernie's day off, so we're going to try to... I mean, she hasn't had an actual day off in forever, Chris. So, no show tonight. I'll probably bring it back next week, and we'll have some interesting things to talk about. Or maybe we'll just talk about pop culture or whatever. But no show tonight. But there you go. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys so much for being here. And if you're listening on the replay crew, shout out to you. Thank you guys so much. Later, everybody. Have a great day.